Alright, what's up everybody? Back at it once again with another spectacular combination for you. Here we are rocking the greatest combo in the game. The Great Axe and the Great Sword. Got the crescent wave here, of course. Broken OP, what everybody wants to say. I love it. A Great Sword enthusiast, always have been. So don't come at me for using the crescent wave here. I've been using the Great Sword, so hop off me. We're pairing it up with the Great Axe. As usual, there will be a build guide for this at the end of the video, so that you can see exactly what I'm rocking here and all of that good stuff. So let's get into these clips here. As usual, playing the greatest game mode in the game, CTF. Only thing they need to do is add my scoreboards, bro. Tired of not seeing the actual score of what my stats are, but it is what it is. Here you see me approaching the spawn. About to tear some shit up in here. Got this healer over here. Hit him with a light attack into a heavy, into a thrust, swap weapons into a reap. That's an amazing combo. You'll see that later in the video, a little bit later, of just how good that combo is. If you're rocking this combination, I suggest practicing that. Here you see me throwing some waves up on the flag, get a couple kills there. Easy, love to see it. Then we running up in there, throwing some heavies out into a relentless rush. Got a couple people low. I tried to get that other guy with the maelstrom, but he was just out of range. So sad to see that, and I end up not getting the kill on that other guy that was kind of low. But it is what it is. Throwing some waves out on these musket boys. Getting on his ass. He thinks he's about to escape, but no, the heavy into the relentless rush. GG's, buddy. Put that musket down. Be a man. Now on to this mage here that's on my nuts. Wants to escape. I missed the thrust there. I thought I would catch him with the thrust and take him out that fire dash. I forget what that skill is called. I don't play fire staff, so don't at me. But he ends up getting away. I think he's running the abyss as well. Charges out of there. Good on him. Smart move by him. Got another musket boy getting on his tail. He's got the hatchet as well, throwing berserk out, trying to do some melee. Buddy, what are you doing, buddy? You're a musket. You're not supposed to melee. That's a bad choice of moves right there, buddy. End up taking him out with a relentless rush. GG's, buddy. Try again. Now I'm going to this guy. Hit with a nice light attack into a charge. Finish him off with the skyward slash. And I'm taking some pressure here. Got a couple melee boys on me. Gotta get out of there. Hop down using the environment. Pop a mana pots for some healing. I get caught with that fire dash. And I'm trying to stall for my potion. End up getting hit by a maelstrom. I did not pop my potion there and I end up dying. So that's GG's for me. Going a bit later in the clip, you see me throwing some waves out. But they're kind of pushing out the center here. Got a little bit of numbers, so I have to get out of there. Roll using the steps to my advantage. Using some line of sight here. Dash around the corner. They can't see me. Hit this guy with a thrust. Dodge back up to the steps, making them do a nice little goose chase for me. Turn around, send out a wave at them. But they're on my tail. But here I do have a healer that threw some heals my way, so shout outs to him. I run up these steps and bait this Great Sword guy to me. He wants to see me on the one tip, but I don't think he wants to do that. He ends up running away back to the group a little bit. I thought he would roll there and I was going to catch him with the scour, but he ends up using a relentless rush. I did not expect that. I'm getting a little low here. Pop a heal. Relentless rush through these guys. Get some healing going. Kite my way to these steps. End up bringing two guys to me, and they don't know what's about to happen to them. They think they got me on the two tip, but I'm used to it. I know how to deal with these type of situations. Play the environment, run up the steps, grab this empower real quick. As he's coming up the steps, I throw a wave at him, but I fake him out. Use a relentless rush. He ends up dodging it though. Now check this out here. Line them up perfectly with the thrust. Bop. Get them both swap, weapon swap, into the reap and light attack. Beautiful combo. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's amazing. Love to see it. Now going into this last clip, back onto the other map of CTF, I think this right here is my favorite map. I like this map better than the quote-unquote new CTF map. I like the way the jump pads are set up on this map and everything. The environment is my favorite map. If I could have this map 100% of the time, I would. But can't have that. Got a couple of fellers on me, and I'm back here by myself, but it's alright. Fighting outnumbered is not something that we're new to. But speaking of fighting outnumbered, I am going to have that fighting outnumbered guide. It should be out either sometime at the beginning or in the middle of next month. I do want to try to get that out definitely before season 10 hits. So do be on the lookout for that. I am going to be working on that pretty soon and putting it all together. It's something I do want to take a little bit more time on because it is going to be a bit more of a thorough guide for you all. But now that that's out the way, I'm going to let the rest of this clip play out, and then I'll be back at the end with the build breakdown. Alright, let's get into the build here. For starters, of course, first things first, we're in light, always in light. If you're not in light, not doing that shit right, bro. Get good, get used to light melee. Light armor is the way to go. For the helmet, we got a hoplite heavy helm. Throwing shuriken heals on that. We got shuriken heals on everything. You need that sustain if you're play mostly solo or outnumbered, which is what I usually do. Featherweight, got some Gorgon gauntlets. These are crafted. We got the Mortal Lifesteal, Enchanted Ward, shuriken heals. Hoplite pants with shuriken heals on there. And crafted boots. Shuriken heals, freedom, and relentless freedom. You can take out that freedom and put like a hasted vigor on there or something, or another enchanted ward. Freedom is not a must-have. It's just what I have on these from way back when I crafted them, and now I'm not crafting another set of boots, so I'm sticking with it. Of course, we got the Crescent's Wave. Put the jump slide on there. Convert that shit to arcane. It's the greatest. For the great axe, I got this axe from the well. I rode this. It's pretty good. It's got vicious, pin empowered, and enfeebling maelstrom. If you are able to craft the great axe yourself, I would say try to go for maelstrom, some type of attunement, and maybe a Sundering Stacks or something to get some extra rend going. Or you could keep the vicious for more damage, but I would definitely go with an attunement and maelstrom so you can get that weakened. For the heart rune, we have the stone form, of course. This gives us more survivability, a way to break out of CC, and some fortify when you pop it. The Ankh, got shuriken and power, keep those empowers up. We have a crafted Gorgon ring, heal and breeze, invigorated punishment, and hardy. I should actually need to swap this out and put on my other ring. I don't know why I have that ring on there. This is what you want. Healing breeze, arcane damage, and hardy, because these are both converted to arcane damage. And a Gorgon earring with healthy toes, tail, and heart regenerating, everything that can give us some type of sustain. For our jump slots, these are my resistances with the gems. I am thinking about swapping this fire gem out for a void gem, because void blades, they fucking hurt, bro. I hate them. It's probably one of my most hated weapons in the game to go against. Although this build can still manage dealing with Void Blades just because you do have a lot of damage on this build, but still, Void Blade is so annoying. Alright, let's get into the stat spread. This is the stat spread that I'm using. We are using Roasted Rabbit Food for that 48 con. 151 health, that brings us up to 15k. That's a nice respectable amount of health to be in. And going into the skill trees here, this is my Great Axe skill tree that I have set up. Feel free to copy it, or if you want to change some things up, feel free to do that as well, but this is what I'm running. And of course we have the universal greatest greatsword skill tree to run. This is what I always run with greatsword. This is my favorite setup to use with greatsword. I'm not a fan of crosscut. Roaring Rupture is alright, but yeah, and I'm not a fan of counter. But yeah, that is the build here. Feel free to copy it. Let me know how your success with it, if you like it or not. Other than that, thanks for watching.